Забыл совсем про религиозную пропаганду, которую я должен распространить в Рифтоне. Надо быстренько этим заняться, а то так никогда это и не сделаю в результате. Да, цветочек-то надо же взять.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
New around Riften? Take my advice.
eh,
Stay
eh.
with me and Barb. The bunkhouse is... Huh? Oh, sure, whatever. I prefer DeBella's teachings myself.
1 из 20.
Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits, and she was dropped in my lap.
Отлично. Одну листовочку отдал.
Huh? What do you want? I'll give it a try. Thanks very much. I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you.
Чего вдруг подходить к незнакомому и говорить, я урегулирую твои долги, а?
Yes. Hofgreer took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to
Лошади
open my
вся
own
его
stables
жизнь,
one day.
а моя
I
кролики.
think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all
Да
sorts
чё
of
мне
mess.
пофигу. Перегружусь и все.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around. Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now?
Только что сказал, что useful, и говорит, а хрен ты вообще со мной разговариваешь. Удивительные люди.
Sure. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
No, I could take a hint, lass. You want to make some coin? Come find me. Glad to see you finally came to your senses. Ready to make some coin? Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. I'm
Потом.
ready when you are. Just give the
С
word.
этой... А, вон я стой говорил, с этой не говорил.
What in the name
А
of
это же
God
Мэйвин,
are
это ж
you?
типа главная там чуть ли не как полукняжна такая типа. Так, нафиг, короче.
Out of my way.
А этот листовочки берет.
Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Barb.
Can I
The
interest
bunkhouse
you in
is-
some fine goods from Morrowind?
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments.
Mara can't help me. No one can.
Но листовочку взял.
I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. Through reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned and taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day
Хороший
to find out
продавец,
what
кстати.
happened to me.
Убирать его
How I
прям
ended up
жалко,
like
с рынка.
Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Teldani. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful.
Но я не буду пока его в тюрьму убирать, но...
Thank you. I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos, but that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed.
Даже интересно стало, елки зеленые.
Everything I've got on display, really.
Кстати, отмычки есть у тебя? 5 штук есть. Давай сюда их. Так. Это я, конечно, тебе не отдам. Это отдам. У меня же продать есть кое-чего. Это мне надо дезинчантить, потому что я теперь другую буду носить. Мне надо было амулет Мары одеть.
Anything.
Амулет Мары одеть, потому что... Нет, то есть это дебелы. Спич увеличить.
Fine would be of great
Я же
help.
разговариваю с
Good luck.
людьми, собственно. Ну и торгую.
Just what you see here.
Так, еще раз тогда. Господи, что я ношу? У него денег уже нет столько. У него 77 денег. Ну да, это же я у хантеров собрал там.
Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
Так, сейчас у меня сколько занимает этот... Не это, естественно. Saver's Hide. 36 арма мне дает, да? Ну-ка. Красавица.
Is it
You
absolutely
gonna buy
necessary for
something?
you to
Or
bother
just
me
here for
right now?
training? Otherwise, move on.
Gems, potions, exotic
Борзая
ingredients.
такая.
Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns.
Денег мало у меня, не буду этим сейчас заниматься.
Just what you see here.
Надо спич подтянуть, чтобы это... Хоть подороже торговать. Спич очень плохо прокачивается. Не могу это тебе отдать.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
Даже опции диалога нет у нее про это самое, про листовки эти религиозной пропаганды.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry? Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fat Salve, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials from me? I'd
Конечно.
certainly be happy to compensate you. Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore. Forgive me. It's a term I haven't used in some time. While most in Tamriel call my kind Argonian, we prefer the term Saxhleel. Maudesi was actually my original Saxhleel name. Unlike others, I decided to embrace tradition and keep it that way. See for yourself.
And live to tell about it.
Ну-ка, купи у меня что-нибудь. О, спич у меня вырос.
Safe travels,
Отлично.
Landstrider.
Кузнец, ты где?
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine... my blood of...
Кузнец, ты куда подевался? Так, есть у меня полоски-то эти? Нету, я думаю. А где
Come to see
кузнец?
Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh?
А, вот он.
What brings you to Balaman today? Repair? Purchase?
А, вот он, смифинг. Это учит-то вот этот тип. Ну-ка.
Thank you for the blessing. I'll put this to good use. People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery, but what else would I do? Smithing is all I know. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune. Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava. Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold. You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring
Fire
this forge
Souls
back
вещь
to life.
редкая. Попробуй собрать.
People say I'm making gold off
Да,
of it.
господи, не
Next
то
time one of my
нажалось.
shields deflects a killing blow. Well, a flame Atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale.
А,
Remember,
торговля, да.
come to see Balaman perform miracles. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
1000 у него есть. Этим я сейчас в настоящее время сражаюсь, использую его. А остальное... А, вот. Эти есть. Пару даггеров. И что у меня еще есть? О, вообще бессмысленная вещь. Во-во-во-во, забирай, забирай, все. Забирай. Ладно.
Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now?
If you're looking for anything to sell for... If only more people would read this, things might be better in Riften.
Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up on you. I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake. The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city is corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others.
Может, с властями поговорить?
Authorities. Have you been listening to what I said? They're all dirty. Every one of them. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the right people. They used to be pretty feared around here. I mean, you'd whisper the name, and it'd send chills down your spine. Now, they're nothing more than ruffians and thugs, trying to pry a few extra coin from honest people.
А теперь они никто. Thieves Guild. Ну, пока я не вступлю, естественно.
And flush them out. It's our name for the old sewers that run under the city. It used to be a huge system hundreds of years ago, but it fell into decay, just like the rest of Riften. The guild stocks the place full of thugs that aren't good enough to join, so watch yourself if you venture down there. All right then.
Не помню.
It's a fine day with you around.
Ага. Окей.
Mule told me that it isn't this bad everywhere. Maybe one day I'll venture out and see if she's right. I visit the temple sometimes, but perhaps not often enough. Thanks for bringing this to me.
Чаще надо
Watch yourself around here.
молиться. Какой ты это? Ну-ка. Че ты не отходишь от нее, что ли?
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Да.
Mule's brought me
Visitors
nothing
like
but
us are
safety
rare
and
in this
peace of
part of
mind.
Skyrim.
And some lessons with the blade.
Thank you. I'll share this with Eren. To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and traditions. These things are just
of rules and tradition.
You know, I'm beginning to respect you.
Respect
Other than Eren, you seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able to trust. Since we
Одну
share
фразу
the same
скажешь, и
opinion
все.
of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious. Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail. Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son, spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder.
Murder. Я не могу так говорить. Я бы хотел, но не могу.
Maven
Фу ты,
Blackbriar,
елки, не
she's
сработало.
bribed. I've tried everything I can. Well, there is then you have Hem.
Блин.
And finally, Sibi, the worst. I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Many years ago, I lost my blade, Grim
И вот еще одно
within the
заданице
Tanner
мне
Road.
дают.
I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel
Мечик-то
almost
мы
as
тебе
defenseless as a
найдем.
newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement. I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand. But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Mesinchaleft. Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life. It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Erin, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Erin who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed. I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds. Please be careful.
А может быть, этот Эрин и есть двермская конструкция огромная, которая напала на нее? Киборг, он киборг. Ну-ка. А я с тобой говорил. Я с тобою говорил. С кузнецом я говорил, а в кабак не заходил. Вон тут задания набираются. Как? С каждым говоришь, пока листовочки раздаешь. Так, это этот. Не, он мне не нужен.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lady. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks. Interesting. I'll look it over. Thanks.
8.
I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting.
Всего лишь 3 флолис аметиста хочет. Ерунда какая.
I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you. Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed to have 3 flawless amethysts as part of their design. 2 of the gems, the ones on the outside, represent the couple to be married. 1 for the husband, 1 for the wife. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Свободен.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
А, это Маркурию, которого нанять можно.
Why hire a common soldier to protect you when you can have a
Нафиг он
master
мне не
of
нужен.
the arcane?
We've all heard of the dragons and everything.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. Not really my usual read, but I'll give it a try.
I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
It was my sister, Lilia. She served as a battle maiden with the Stormcloaks. We recently heard she'd been killed. I find it difficult to talk about. Perhaps you'd be better off speaking to my parents about it. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. Helps me keep my mind off of things.
Blackbriar or not, say that again.
My father was a Stormcloak soldier in his younger days. Now he just walks the streets spewing his hatred and propaganda. My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the shrine and teaches his ways. I'm just not so sure she's delivering the right message.
Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my family values. They're still my parents, and I love them dearly. I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulfric and what he really brings to the table with this war.
I think you've had.
I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. I think Ulfric cares about Ulfric, and the rest is a smokescreen.
Ты прав, чувак.
Appreciate if you kept my opinion between us. The last thing I want to do is have my parents lose another child. Yes, actually. I'm partnered with Maven Blackbriar. I put up a chunk of the gold she needed to get the place off the ground. We've been staggeringly successful so far. In fact, I'm almost surprised how quickly she's generated business for us. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively, of course.
Of course.
It's been good talking to you.
Stabbing your foes when you can roast them alive in a gout of arcane fire.
Подожди, ты его отец, что ли? Вроде как, да?
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
Why don't they listen to me, Kirava? Why won't they do as I
Mara
say?
this and Mara that. Where is she when hundreds of Stormcloaks are dying for no good reason?
They always
Eh?
try to take advantage of me. Give them an inch and they'll take
Но взял листовочку, тем не менее.
They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot.
Война есть война, что делать? Лес рубят, щепки летят.
Why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim.
А задание не будешь, что ли?
kinsman.
You caught me at a bad time. I've lost someone
If
dear.
you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road. Crime is an all-time high in this city thanks to the Thieves Guild. Don't we have enough problems with the war going on? The Thieves Guild has been pushing hard to regain a foothold in this city. Rumor has it they're falling apart from the inside. Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town.
А что, никаких заданий не будет?
Mule the lioness used to adventure across Skyrim before she settled down in Riften. I hear it all ended when she lost her enchanted blade.
Это я и сам знаю, да. Уже задание от нее взял.
Sibby Blackbriar is furious that his ex-lover tried to murder him. He's leaving no stone unturned searching for her. If Maven Blackbriar keeps raising prices on meat, I'll have to resort to watering it down just to make ends meet. Take a look.
Блин.
Look, the only religion I believe in is the good old septum. Everything else is just a waste.
Но взяла, тем не менее.
Come back and see us again.
Типа говорит, иди нахрен. Но, в общем, все равно давай.
You're not from around here. Imperial spy, perhaps?
There's nothing like fishing on Lake Onric. You should try it sometime.
Блин.
Thank you. Blessings of Mara upon you as well. Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. And even Nord thinks I'm wasting my time trying. But I disagree. I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course.
Еще задание, пожалуйста.
Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of wars driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of
Не
life's
говори.
mysteries.
Как смог богатый чувак познакомиться с красивой тёлкой? Загадка.
People in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons from Maramal over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? Remember to give at the temple.
Так.
Yeah? What's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. All right. I guess I made enough from his shipment.
Сработало,
No need to
надо
waste
же.
any more time threatening a stable hand. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything. I hope we bump into each other again.
А, у меня же это... Спич-то. Вроде и маленький, только я же амулет надел, да? Ну, конечно, у меня спич-то как 67 идет, и поэтому я его говорил. Вот это, кстати, надо будет брать. Торговля 40 достиг.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth.
Сделаем.
Ah, you're a smart woman. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where
Задания
Frost and
так и
his lineage
сыпятся
papers
одно за
are and
другим.
bring
Вот,
them to
кстати,
me
чем
outside Riften.
хорошо вот это
You'll be
задание,
well paid
раздача
for your time.
листовочек. Тем, что оно позволяет набрать еще кучу.
I hold my own beliefs, but thanks anyway.
То есть никому нахрен не надо, ну, половине, по крайней мере, но берут.
I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission. I'll meet you outside of town.
Так, секунду, а этот возьмет у
said
меня
Shaka
или нет?
doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back. Look, I already said Shaka
Она не
doesn't owe me a thing,
разговаривает
so
со
get
мной.
off my
Ага.
back.
What wasn't I clear about?
Реньев не нужен мне сейчас. Потому что он уберет этого торговца, а он и задания дает, и, собственно, товары покупает. Ну, как бы все это можно. Но с другой стороны, без нее не вступишь в эту
What wasn't I clear about?
гильдию, типа. Так что потом как-нибудь. Надо листовки дораздавать. Так, с солдатами не разговаривать. Цветочки. Цветочки всегда хорошо. Морковка нафиг не нужна. Этот мол еще стоит, тут Аня уже свалил. Кто тут у нас остался еще? Неокученный. Без пропаганды. А, стемнело, что ли? Нет никого. Все ушли. Все ушли на фронт. Надо подождать. До утра.
School. Skyrim could use more cleaners.
Так, в этом в Орфане что ли, берут там листовки или нет?
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grillin.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here.
Жестоко, но справедливо.
Always be here until the day you come of age and
Маленькие недоноски должны понимать четко, что они никому не нужны.
Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grillin. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your kindness.
Лучшая воспитательница мира.
Now scurry off, my little gutter.
Жалко, у меня были бы такие родители. Идеальная просто женщина. Ну-ка.
That's all you Riften people are. This is an orphanage, not an inn. Unless Mara wishes to come down and help me with these urchins, I don't really give a damn about her blessings.
Но взяла все равно. Просто пошла, послала меня нахрен, но взяла.
Now leave.
I'm sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption right now. You should go. If there's nothing else, I really must
Get me out
ask
of
you.
here. It's too bad the orphanage ain't letting us kids get adopted. I'd be the best son ever. I was named after the sound a lion makes. You know, roar! Really?
Ну ты и урод, блин.
Aventus Aretino? He only lived here for a while. I think his mother got sick and died or something. Anyway, he's gone now. He ran away. But Samuel told me he's back home in Windhelm and is doing some kind of dark ritual. He's trying to summon some killers to come get old Grellin. All right then.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Здесь вроде просто жилые дома. Солдпай всегда хорошо. Рыбка, правда, вот этот салмон абсолютно не нужен. Солпай всегда хорошо. Это же и еда, и ингредиенты нужно для всего. Ну-ка, в аптечную зайдем. К этому, к алхимисту.
But if you need any potions or ingredients, let me know. You here for lessons like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something? I have no time for Marla or Mara or whatever her name is. There's work to be done.
Марла ее называют. Ты прав.
Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It isn't every day that you get your hands on fresh nernroot or painted troll fat. It also makes it easier to gather water when the canal is right out the front door. Besides, I also prefer the quiet. I didn't open this business for browsing. Come in, buy what you need, and get out. Hardly. In fact, I don't know how I get anything done with all the distractions I have to put up with. My wife, Half-York, well, she's a necessary evil, I suppose.
Моя жена говорит, необходимое зло. Ну круто, чё?
She keeps me fed. Then there's Ingen Blackbriar. Bright young thing and a worthy apprentice. When she isn't wasting my rare ingredients. Yes, yes.
Как-то прервался он на полсловия,
This
непонятно.
place has seen better days, but it's not my fault.
Understand, Elgrim. The formula
Следить надо за мужем.
novices, but I've advanced
Where's
well
my
past
head?
that limit.
I never even greeted you properly.
Do those formulas with your eyes shut. You'll never
I
be
swear
ready
if
to
I wasn't
master
around,
the more
Elgrim would forget to eat his
This is an utter
meals.
waste of time.
How we make any coin at all is beyond me.
You want to remain in my shop
In
as an
fact,
apprentice,
I need to
I
arrange
expect
for
you
someone to pick
act
up an
like
ore
one.
sample for me
No
in Shore's Stone. Goodness knows
Very well,
Elgrim
I'll
won't
keep
lift a finger to
practicing
do it.
then.
You would? Oh, that would be wonderful. Speak to Filnyar in Shore's Stone. He's got some sort of ore sample he wants us to identify and was willing to pay us well for it.
Еще заданница.
When Elgrim said we were setting up shop down here, I told him he would catch his death. The dirt, the moisture, is disgusting. Who wants to spend their life living like a skeever? But that old bellyacre just fed me some nonsense about light ruining his mixtures and being close to the water. Ah! I know how to mix a few basic potions, but I'm nowhere near as skilled as a master alchemist. I've picked up a few tricks by reading the tomes scattered all over the shop, but I don't have the knack to pull off half of the formulas. I wish Elgrim had spent more time tutoring me than that Ingen girl.
Ну и не только тьюторинг так, между нами девочками.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Elgrim can barely put on his own shoes, let alone
это
have
как
the
ты
energy
думаешь,
to
а?
pursue a young girl.
Да.
He's been gushing about how talented Ingen is. at
Убеждай себя в этом.
He'd never say it to her face. That's not his way. I just think Elgrim's taken it upon himself to mentor the young thing. So he focuses a lot of attention on her.
Ну, понятное дело. Ты тоже, так сказать, не яблочко.
Never read anything from the temple before. I suppose there wouldn't be any harm in reading it.
Так, 4 штуки еще раздать.
The road to Shore's Stone could be dangerous.
4 штуки еще раздать. Так.
Have you managed to make it out to Shore's Stone?
А вот и чувиха, с которой ее муж проводит время.
Just thinking about my experiments.
Дочь это главной бандитши, к тому же.
My mind is on my experiments today. What did you need? I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent. But I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients. some of which are almost irreplaceable. To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot.
О,
Am I
нет.
sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients?
20 нинрутов, это же...
That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated.
Старый развратник.
It's exhilarating to observe the effects of my potions on the body. Watching the heart stop, the eyes go blind. We're made up of thousands of parts with thousands of different functions, all working in tandem to keep us alive. Yet if only a single part of our imperfect machine fails, life fails. It makes one realize how fragile, how flawed we are. You ask why I'm so fascinated? The irony that the same world that gave us life provides us the means to die.
Она просто любит людей травить, короче.
Nirnroot is the easiest. It grows only by the water and makes a unique
Да,
chiming
нинрут
noise.
проще
The
нет
only
ничего,
drawback
чем
is it
20
won't
штук
regrow
найти.
after harvesting. Nightshade is native to the pine forest and marshy tundra regions of Skyrim, and has a distinctive starburst-like violet flower. Last we have Deathbell, which only grows in marshy tundra terrain. Its inverted bluish-purple flower bunches are unmistakable.
Elgrim, honey, I'm concerned about your new pupil.
Whatever you're peddling, I'm not buying.
Very odd.
Опять же, говорит, чё б ты не продавал, мне нахрен это не надо. Ну, взяла листовочку-то, а?
Oh dear, I didn't mean to say she isn't bright. It's
My
the things
family.
She makes here,
All
the
that wealth
things
and
she
they
says,
squander it on foolish
all those
ventures
poor
and
little
political
animals
schemes.
she tests them on.
I was meant for so much more than all of
Not
this.
right.
I wish to pledge my life and ply my talents in darker circles. If only my mother would let me, I would make her proud. My experiments can't be
Так,
completed
хорошо,
until
с
you've
этими
got all those
разобрался.
ingredients. Do hurry.
3 листовочки раздать. Правда, уже у меня народ закончился.
Any luck gathering those ingredients?
Смеешься, я только вышел. Так, а здесь что? А здесь нет никого. Люжин 80 у меня уже.
Take my advice.
Don't listen to them talk.
Так, с тобой я говорил.
Buy some armor and live
I don't
to
have
tell
anything
about
to
it.
eat. You must be
Rare
starving.
trinkets and the
Here,
finest oddities
really
of the
more.
world.
Remember to give at the temple.
Spare a septum.
Beautiful, Bob.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with me.
О,
Are you
пожалуйста.
serious? You're as crazy as Marimal. Excuse me.
И тоже и это меня послала нахрен, но взяла.
Spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
Но взяла листовку. Удивительные люди. То есть все меня практически послали, с кем я говорил. Говорит, нахрен, что это вообще за бред? Но берут. Так, а ты-то кто?
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it put... Oh, interesting. I'll read it this evening. Remain vigilant. And
О,
don't
одно
trust anyone.
осталось. Так, что у нас здесь? А. Забегаловка. Или что там?
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want? What's this nonsense? Bah!
Но взял.
Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do, despite all these lazy good-for-nothings that work for us. Ever since I took over as a foreman, the production of our mead has never been more profitable. And if the meadery is profitable, or get rich. Get the picture? Lady Maven could buy or sell anyone in Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one pulling the strings around this city. She's always welcome in Mistveil Keep, and between you and me, I'm pretty sure she even has some pretty influential friends within the Empire. I'd also warn you not
Ну,
to
давай
cross
не
her.
будем преувеличивать
There's
ее
quite a
значение.
few troubleshooters to take care of messy problems.
Ну
Good.
все, листовки
Now maybe I
раздал.
can get back to work.
А ты кто, кстати?
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
I'm quite busy.
В каком
Need
смысле?
something? Can I
Ты
get
мне
back to
вообще
work?
нахрен не нужна.
Yeah, what do you want?
Так. Ну же, я раздал листовочки.
If this is about the meter.
И возвращаюсь к этой
Did you get that
Яна
purchase
там.
agreement to Markarth yet?
А вот она. Он на улице гуляет. А нет, с этой стороны. Стоять.
What do you need, my friend?
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Make love like a saber cat, or crush your enemies to dust like
А что если я скажу, мне еще надо?
gold coins and all this.
Не, нафиг.
Oh, splendid. Just splendid. Mara smiles upon us this day. Allow me to give you her gift. A true blessing to aid you in times of need. Despair not. Her warmth will protect you always.
Genuine Svalbard blood elixir for sale.
А, поушен она мне дала.
See into other people's thoughts.
Вот на этом я и заканчиваю запись эпизода.
To stay alive? Why take a chance?
Gleaming gemstones over here.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joints.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.